It's time now for Peter Channel 11 o'clock news and it's late Tuesday night, September 13th, 2016. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins and I go late at 11 o'clock news and tonight. Late Tuesday night and on top story. At the 11th hour is Philadelphia, where accusing Republicans of offending President Obama on Tuesday stepped in to defend a bruised and temporarily bench Hillary Clinton to be sure Democrats nervous both about the presidential candidate's health. Lloyd Blackman and advocates Jimmy DeMond as well. Now, John Suffolk, Mr. Clean American Banking is getting a scandal of his own. Record-breaking winds and heavy rains this about the transport today. Super typhoon Meranti cut a path across the southern Taiwan and headed toward China. Charlotte may end up losing its ACC championship game, but it won't be a BS of NCAA, and that's Monday night. That is pulling 7 in this championship in the state of North Carolina because of the controversial House Bill 2. Even President former Army intelligence agent Chelsea Manning has learned that she will receive gender transition surgery. A lawyer told CNN what could make the first U.S. president to undergo such a procedure. Jerusalem, Shimon Peres, the Prime Minister of Israel and President who showed a Nobel Peace Prize for his effort to resolve the long-running conflict with the Palestinian settler struck the West hospitals, and Tuesday his office said 8 trucks are waiting to deliver supplies to besiege Syrians amid a nationwide ceasefire that largely appears to be holding on this first full day, the UN said. Washington, the Obama administration is up in the aid to Israel as part of the largest pledge of military assistance in U.S. history. Israel hit our artillery position in Syria on Tuesday in what the military said was a response to a shell to struck the Israeli-controlled Golan Heights. Aston, Pennsylvania, Donald Trump and soft returns and only users on Tuesday unveiled several policy proposals for lowering child care costs that was corrected by part of his eldest daughter, Ivanka. Atlanta View reports the service of the presidential debate moderator Jimmy Carter said he asked the candidates to speak about how he had encouraged peace and human rights. The protesters will talk about Oregon wildlife refugees this year documented the siege and tell because they wanted the world to know they had taken over 187,000 acre sanctuary that the dedicated kid became its owner, as a federal prosecutor said. I very scared of North Carolina at Chapel Hill student that's gone publicly aware of alleged rape on a campus by a football player. Clement prosecutors at the University have been slow to bring justice. U.S. household income grew up 5.2% in 2015, breaking pattern suggestion. Southern California gas reached $4 million settlement with a natural gas leak. Tokyo, the dollar stood up top sizable gains versus yen on early on Wednesday. Limited by a report the Bank of Japan is mulling further monetary easing steps over investor risk aversion to the limit upside. Donald Trump and federal new proposal on Tuesday help working parents call for 6 weeks mandatory paid leave, maternity leave, and expanded tax credits for child care. And now look at the stocks now, down 258.32 points at 18,060.75. SP 5, 2127.02, down 32.2, and Nasdaq 5,155.25, down 56.63 points. In science news, on September 1st, SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket exploded on launch pad at Cape Canaveral Air Force Station in Florida. Actually, like this to be a learning opportunity for rocket engineers. Billionaire entrepreneur Jeff Bezos announced on Tuesday that NASA new reusable market fundamental development for this private spaceflight company Blue Origin. A team of Russian weather experts claimed that the station on ice-covered Arctic Isles, basically by polar bears, according to the report by Russian news TASS. Scientists from the Wildlife Conservation Society used a satellite and survey data to conclude that human interference that led to a 10% decline in wilderness on Earth over the last few decades. Well, Trump released his tax returns by a billionaire and pledged up to $5 million to veterans, and so Dylan after read on halt congressional primaries as fund planted with maybe keeping its government open. Nearly 5 million Medicare prescription drug employees on taking their blood pressure medication that directly included the risk of heart attack and stroke, as New York said. The rise in the public of e-cigarettes in the UK may have resulted in a more successful attempt to quit smoking, according to UK researchers. Sex is the most relevant way to produce a baby, obviously, but it's not exactly efficient and effective. Infertility is coming in window pregnancy is as small, so many things could go wrong as embryo develops. National candidate to government of Congress has squared off Tuesday in primary contest for the chance to represent the parties in the November election. A demonstrated just as the use of the audience when she is escorted out of the audience as Republican President nominated on Trump's spoken campaign rally in Asheville, North Carolina. Washington, Bill Clinton said on Monday that tax Hillary Clinton over whether donors get the family foundation gets special access to the Clinton and State Department are applicable motivated and untrue. Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, and Joe Sinai answered a 20 question on the website. Science debate about science, particularly interested and the questions. The Air's comment is changing political. Local news from the Attleboro Sun. The Attleboro, a group of private citizens that formed the Steady Attleboro School Finance and try to find ways of solving its and budget problems. David Murphy, the former chairman of the school committee, said the panel is made up of prominent Attleboro citizens with varying areas of expertise. In addition to Murphy, includes former state representative John Lepper, former teacher Len Mendez, total for time administrator David Ramsey, Psychologist, former school administrator Stuart Singer, Scott Coleman, Spirit Therapeutics, former City Council Mike Davis, Daniel Lynch, Project at St. Mom and the Children and Families, former school committee member Deb Scott, and Lisa Nelson, the U.S. Representative Joseph Kennedy, Democrat of Brookline. Murphy said that the group will be doing a commission study of school finance and determine the assumption that the schools are suffering from a structural deficit to the truth. The second phase of the study will research for ways of addressing the budget problems that he said it was resulting in double-digit teacher layoffs 3 years ago and 10 years under funding. Norfolk mosquitoes containing West Nile virus have been found in Norfolk by state health inspectors. North Attleboro, after the months of continuing negotiations, school committee members and the Norfolk Attleboro Federation teachers have had a 3-year contract that calls for a modest cost of living and wage increase and a no step increase during the first year of agreement. North Attleboro student performance at North Attleboro High School is up and dropout rates are low despite the lingering effects of continued school budget cuts and accreditation report completely last May has revealed. Our grandfather and convicted sex offender was sentenced to jail Tuesday after pleading guilty to download scores of images of child pornography in his computer and smartphone. Attleboro, the city school committee has voted unanimously to oppose a ballot question seeking to increase the number of charter schools across the state. A city man in Attleboro who afforded these at Buxton attempt to make crystal methamphetamines at home early this year was sentenced to jail after pleading guilty on Tuesday. Alright, take a look at some state news. Fall River, Massachusetts. A Massachusetts man is critical condition restrict by a Fall River. State police said it happened about 9:45 p.m. Monday on Route 24 as the 60-year-old Fall River man was struck by a vehicle being operated by a 21-year-old woman from Taunton. The woman was staying on the scene. Boston Governor Charlie Baker's administration unveiled a plan Tuesday for major changes at Bridgewater State Hospital, a facility that houses treats mentally ill men, even charged with a convicted of a crime. Peter Jones News Times, now 11:06 on this late Tuesday night. And take a look at New England incident alerts in Manchester, New Hampshire. It's striking 2 alarm and intercepted a truck echo response to a fire at 1200 Elm Street in Manchester Plate and reported party fire on the 9th floor, and that's working out high rise fire, which it did. Peter Jones News Times, now 11:07 on this late Tuesday night, and it's time now for a traffic and transit report. Baby! Let's start you on the MTA where the subway system is looking good. Commuter rail, Whistle Line train 5:37, 10:30 p.m. from South Station up at 15 minutes basket between York Station and Worcester Union stations, and on the ferries, they are looking good. Excuse me. Alright, let's take a look at our maps, the highways and byways of New England on this late Tuesday, 95 on the northbound side. It is 7 go from Norwalk and Fairfield and New Haven stretches and Old Slipper stretches connected of 95. 91 on the southbound side is slow from Route 9 and middle of the town to 691 and Meriden. Mass barrier change with 91 in Chickpea. It's a little slow. 190 is back up on both ends of West to Boylston. Highways and byways went on looking good except on 130 to the westbound side. Back around in Jamestown stretch. Southbound Expressway. Southbound side. Back around Route 128 out in Burlington. Around Braintree. Southbound Expressway. Southbound side. Back around Route 128 in Braintree. 128 southbound side. Back on the Beverly stretch. Up in Normanchester. Spalding turnabout on the northbound side. Back to the Rochester stretch. South Portland Spirit from the main turnabout 295. South Portland, Maine. It's a little slow. Main turnabout southbound side. Slow around Route 202 up in Gray, Maine. In 89, southbound side, backed up after the Canadian border up in Vermont, and Ottawa 59, the northbound side, backed up after the U.S. border in southern Quebec headed towards Montreal, and New York State 3, westbound side, back around Interstate 8 in Schenectady, Interstate 90, New York State 3, eastbound side, slow before 890 in Schenectady, and New York State 3, westbound side, backed up after I-87 in Albany, New York. 93 in the northbound side, it is backed up around the Route 16 in Medford and 120 southbound side back around Route 9 in Highland Street in Needham. Peter Childers Times, now 11:09 p.m. on this late Tuesday night, and it's time now for a weather report and 7-day forecast. It goes like this. How's the weather outlook? Because scattered strong thunderstorms are possible tomorrow afternoon and evening, maybe between 2 and 8 p.m. Temperature winds are the primary effect. Okay, 7-day forecast goes like this. For tonight, most of got about 59 degrees. Southwest about 9 miles an hour. For Wednesday, most sides got about 84 degrees. Southwest about 9 miles an hour. Gusts is 22 miles an hour. For Wednesday, a slight chance of shots thunderstorms before midnight. And then a slight chance of shots between midnight and 2 a.m. Thunderstorms, videos, gusts, winds, and frequent lightning. Clouds got coming. Park clouds got about 54 degrees. West about 7 miles coming north every minute. Just patience. 4% numerous amounts less than 10 minutes. Just how amounts possible thunderstorms for Thursday. Sunday, most coast covered. 72 about 42 degrees. Winds north about 7 miles per shift to east about 5 miles coming in the evening. For Friday, Sunday, most coast covered. 72 about 48 degrees. For Saturday, most coast covered. 75 degrees. For Saturday night, at chance of showers up to 3 a.m. Mostly clouds covered. With a low 61 degrees and Chesapeake is 30%. For Sunday, Chichita, thunderstorms are possible through 2 p.m. Most skies got about 77 degrees and Chesapeake is 50%. Sunday night, Chichita, thunderstorms, most skies got low at 64 degrees and Chesapeake is 50%. Monday, Chichita, about 77 degrees, Chesapeake is 30%. Monday night, most skies got about 61 degrees, and for Tuesday, most skies got about 75 degrees. Korean, not near it is fair skies, and it's 63 degrees with a humidity of 99%. That is going to be it. Father Peter, Channel 11 o'clock news, and it's late Tuesday, September 13th, 2016. Good night, and I'll see you tomorrow morning with more report. Good night.